All right, Mr. Mokhali, we've gone live. You can start.
Okay. Good morning, learners. My name is Mr. Mohali. I hope you can hear me. Today, we are going to deal with figures of speech.
Sorry,
And
Mr. Mokhali, just share your
for the
screen with
past,
us, please.
oh, hello.
Thank you. You can continue. You shared your screen with us.
I did. Okay. All right. Good morning, learners. My name is Mr. Mohali. Today, we'll be treating figures of speech. For the past 2 days, we dealt with uh, a number of things, but they did not include figure of speech. We're dealing with building blocks, which are just uh, normal day-to-day talking. And in other words, you can also say we're dealing with words which have a clear dictionary meaning, straightforward words. Okay. Now today, figure of speech, the difference between what we've been doing in the past 2 days and what we will be doing today is that with figure of speech, the writer or the author wants to wants us to use our imagination. The meaning of what is being said, it's either hidden or the aim is to emphasize a specific point or to embarrass or to comfort in the sense that you could be saying something, but the manner in which you want to say it, you want it to have a positive impact on another person. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Furthermore, I realized that we've been doing too much content and we never had time to interact. So today I gave myself enough time and we will definitely have an interaction and I'll be able to respond to your questions. However, today, what we are going to concentrate on is figure of speech. Okay, right. So here on my slide, you can see that we're talking figurative language. Obviously, I've just told you that the figurative language is the language which is hidden. The meaning is hidden. It wants you need to use the imagination so that you must understand. The question is, where do we find these types of communication? We find this type of communication sometimes in our normal day-to-day speech, but in most cases, we find these in literature, particularly poetry. When you read a poem, usually the poet, the style of writing is deep. It wants you to think, it wants you to imagine. Okay. So that's exactly what we are going to focus on today. Right. So I chose these four because they are commonly known figure of speeches. There are many others. They are not limited to these. However, for our purpose, since we're doing first additional language, I know for sure that these ones are common. Okay. All right. So what is a simile? Simile uses words like or as to compare. For example, when you say, he is like, he sings like a bird, that's a simile, okay? When you say he sings like a bird, so like is one of the characteristics that helps you, is one of those things that helps you to identify what a simile is, okay? Another one could be, as, okay? He walks as fast as something else. You can say whatever you want, okay? But those are the key components that shows you that this is a simile, okay? Right. The next one, do I have to answer this now? I don't know, maybe this, yeah, all right, okay. I don't know if it's a student or what, I'm not sure how it works. Okay, it's not. Okay, yes, the next one is a metaphor. A metaphor compares two things by saying one is better than the other, okay? So, there's a similarity between a simile and a metaphor, okay? With a simile, I told you that you use as or like. For instance, you can say, he sings like a bird. But when you talk about a metaphor, you're going to say, she is a bird, okay? That's the major difference. So it means you can take a simile and change it into a metaphor, okay? I don't know if there are questions in as far as that is concerned. Okay, Shoni. How does it? Hello? Hello? I don't know.
Hello.
Hello,
I
yes.
try to, all right, there we go.
Yes, sir.
Shoni was asking a question, I don't know. Or what?
No, I wasn't asking a question. Sorry, sir.
Oh, I see. Thank you. All right. So I was saying the difference between simile and metaphor is very small. It's basically, they're similar, but they're not the same. Simile, you'll always see things like or as. Metaphor is just direct. I just gave examples thereof. The other one we're going to talk about is hyperbole. Hyperbole in simple terms is just exaggeration, okay? You can say, I'm living in a castle when you are living in a normal house. It's an example. Another one, you could say, I'm driving a Bentley when you're actually using a motorbike or a Toyota, you see. So hyperbole is basically exaggeration. The next one is onomatopoeia. That one, you're actually trying to exclaim a sound that sounds like whatever happened. For instance, if there's an impact, you'll say there was a bang, okay? So that word bang is closer to most impacts. For instance, when something crashes or when there's some form of collision, that's onomatopoeia. And what is, okay, the last one is personification, all right? With personification, you are like taking a non-living object and sort of make it to be human. I know that I'm confusing. Let me explain. You can, you're actually giving human qualities to objects or things. You are not necessarily changing an object to become a human, okay? For instance, you can be referring to your car and says, she needs a service, okay? Okay, raise your hand. Hello?
Hello, Mania.
Hello, yes, how are you?
I'm good and you, sir. I'm currently opened on my light bulb guide book, right? And it gives me a yeah where they want me to explain the following figures of speech effective. Now, practically, I realize that the sentence that I have before me is a onomatopoeic sentence, which it has words like flicked and flat, briskly. But now, how would I explain such sentence, Mania?
Excuse me, can you just improve your sound? You're cutting, you're talking, but I cannot. Can you hear me very clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, Mania.
Yeah, that's better. Yes, sir. Okay,
Okay,
yes.
so I have
hear you, yes.
my book open here, okay? There's a sentence that they want us to explain the following figures of speech
Yes.
effective, all right? So the sentence is at the top of Mount Everest, the flag and flat briskly. So now how do I explain that if I know it's an onomatopoeia?
Hello?
Hello, Mania?
I can't hear you, know.
Sorry, Tyron.
Onomatopoeia.
I don't think you're going to get that one.
Hello, yes. Actually, with onomatopoeia, you the
Mr. Mohale, there's no sound coming from your mic.
Yo. Is it my mic? That's problematic.
Yeah, you're back now. You're back now. You can continue.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, you can continue. You're back on.
Yeah, but I can't, you're cutting, but it's fine. I hope you'll hear me. Someone was saying onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia, you actually, it's something. You're trying to imitate the sound of what is happening, okay? For instance, you can say the alarm beeped, okay? And it does not necessarily have to be written exactly how it sounds, okay? It's a matter of sounds. And usually people, when they talk, they use it many times a day, but whatever sound they do is not necessarily written the way it sounds. Hello? Hello? Yo, I can't hear.
Sorry, it
Hello?
seems like, hi, it seems I can't unmute on a 8A. The mic can't be unmuted. You can go on. It seems Honor 8A's mic can't be unmuted.
Is it? Okay. All right. But onomatopoeia, you're actually imitating sounds of either an impact or some noise. It's just that. I was on personification. Personification, you are just giving human qualities to an object. I gave an example by a car. You can say she needs a service. She needs to be bathed. Okay. One may think that, oops, this person is referring to a person, while you are actually referring to a vehicle, an object. Okay. Another example of a metaphor, I just decided that I must give numerous examples on this. Another example would be, my mom was very grumpy this morning. That's a metaphor. And it also gives, another different emphasis on the definition of a metaphor. It says, it compares two things that are not alike. So I wonder if anybody can give me an example of what I was talking about. For instance, let's start here with similes. Is there anyone who can give me maybe an example of a simile? Okay, 2 participants raised.
Sasha, let's see if Sasha can. Sasha, I've unmuted you.
Hello, Sasha.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can you hear me?
I need an example. Yeah, very clear. I wish I could hear everyone this clear. I need an example of a simile in a sentence.
Okay, so you could say the bird was light as a feather, or what else?
I can't hear you.
So you
I'm just going to repeat his answer. The board is as light as a feather.
Beautiful, beautiful. Is there anyone else who can give us, who can use that simile as a metaphor?
Let's try Colton's iPad. Colton, you're on. Nope, Colton's gone. Let's try Raj. Raj.
So we can use, for example, an example like you smoke like a chimney.
I can't hear.
Yeah, his answer was he smokes like a chimney.
He smokes like a chimney. Yes,
Yeah,
that's a simile. Yeah. Can you use that as a metaphor?
Sorry, I've already muted him.
Okay. Okay. The previous answer, I would like it to be used in a metaphor. Okay. Tony?
Let's try, here's an iPhone. iPhone, you're on?
Yes, iPhone. Metaphor?
Yes. You are as fat as a pig.
Yeah. As in a metaphor. Okay, fine. What do you think your answer is correct? If not, what is wrong? Remember, okay, let me just remind you. We said simile and metaphors are very closely linked. Okay. The difference is, hello, can you hear me? Okay. We said simile and metaphors are closely linked. The difference is with similes, as
Sorry, sir, you're going to need to repeat that. Everything's just gone to
as or
garbage.
like. You can say
You just
he
need to
is
repeat
fat
that,
as a
please.
pig, or he is but this hello.
Yes, sir. The
Okay.
sound's getting very bad. You just need to repeat this answer. Okay, boys and girls, you should be back shortly. If there we go, Mr. Makhali, you're back. Welcome back. You were gone there for a minute.
They are linked. The difference is with simile, you'll always find like or as. All right. Example is he is as fat as a pig. That's a simile. But when you say he is a pig, it's a metaphor. Okay. However, the very statement that says he is a pig, it can also be hyperbole. You see, all these things are interlinked because when you say he is a pig, it could be metaphoric or it could be an exaggeration, okay? So those are also closely linked, okay? So it means, what conclusion can we draw? The conclusion that we can draw is that metaphors and similes, in some cases, they can be, it can be the same thing. Like the example that I've given, I hope you hear me. Like the example I've given, that he is a pig. It can be a metaphor, it can be a hyperbole, but not all cases are like that. All right. Then personification is exactly what I said, that you can say she needs a service, she needs a bath, referring to an object, whether it's a car or whatever object that you have in your possessions, then you know that you have used these things. However, you must know that this language needs, you usually find it in poetry, though you do find it in other pieces of literature. Is there any question regarding what I have said? Or can you give me other examples of personifications? Taran? Hello, Taran.
Hello, meneer.
How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm good, and you, sir? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
All right, so I have an example of a metaphor here. So would you like to hear it?
Yes.
All right, so it is America is a melting pot.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. When you say America is a melting pot, I like that. That's beautiful. So you think it's a metaphor? Hello?
Yes, meneer.
Yes. All right. If someone can argue and say it's an hyperbole, what can you say?
Pardon, meneer, I didn't hear that sentence, sir.
I agree with you that it is a metaphor. Okay, you are correct. I agree. However, I am saying if someone can argue and say to you, look, it is an hyperbole.
Yes, sir. That is understandable because now you are exaggerating the fact that you're saying America is a melting pot. So it could be used as both a metaphor and a hyperbole.
Thank you very much. So do you see that when you use it as an hyperbole, it means you have a specific position, you have an opinion of some sort, okay? In fact, both have an opinion, but the degree varies. Okay. Thank you very much. I think that's a beautiful example. Is there anyone who can give me another example regarding these? Any of them?
Let's try Ntokozo.
Ntokozo. Hello, Ntokozo.
Ntokozo just muted himself. Let's try Manga.
Mango.
Manga.
Mango.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying now. Oh, good. I'm saying green screenshots. Bye.
Mango.
Sorry, no, sorry, I muted him. He's not going to answer. Let's try Noxolo.
Noxolo.
Yes, sir.
How are you, Noxolo?
Fine, thanks, and you, sir.
Good. Can you give me any? Okay.
For personification, I have the wonders.
Hello, not all personification. Eh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
That the wind is moaning and the grass is dancing.
Wow, beautiful.
And for hyperbole,
hyperbole.
There's 1,000 people in the taxi, but yet there's actually 5.
Beautiful. Wow. Today you guys are making my day. Can you try a simile?
Simile.
Yes.
She is fast. She is as fast as a lightning.
As. And the very simile, can you convert it into a metaphor?
She's like lightning. I mean, she's lightning.
She's lightning. Beautiful. Yeah. Excellent. Is there any other one who can give me an example of any? I do not want to confine you. I just want you to spread your wings.
Zizako.
Zizako.
Let me just unmute.
Okay, Zizako.
Sorry, it seems Zizako cannot be unmuted at this stage.
Okay.
Let's try Daniela at this stage. Daniela?
Sir,
Daniela?
good morning. Wait.
I can't hear Daniela.
Example of a
Daniela, you'll have to speak up.
An example of a hyperbole is I have mountains of work to do.
I've got mountains. Yes. Yes. It's hyperbole. Okay. Beautiful. Can you use it as a simile or any other part of speech? Hello.
My work piles like mountains.
Beautiful. Wow. Now today it's like my birthday. I'm feeling good. Thank you very much. Anybody else who wants to test his or her knowledge?
Let's try Mariah.
Okay,
Mariah.
Mariah seems
hi.
Hi, how are you? Mariah seems to be good. I think I'm good. I think Mariah is going to give us all the examples.
Okay. So an example of a simile.
Okay.
As slow as a turtle.
Yes, beautiful. Metaphor.
If I use that as a metaphor, it's going to be a slow turtle.
Yes.
And a hyperbole.
Hyperbole, yeah.
The turtle was let's use something else.
It can be any sentence. You're not confined to whatever sentence. The aim is I just want to see if you
it rained cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs. And are you aware that most of the time when you're at home and when it really rains seriously, you usually use this statement of saying rain. You use it a lot. Thank you very much. Anybody else?
Let's try Sasha at this stage.
Sasha. You see,
Sasha, you're on.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
You'll just need to speak up a bit, closer to your mic.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Mr. Mokhali, can you hear?
Yes.
There we go.
So an example for personification is the The moon has a hunchback. The moon is hunchback.
I think Mr. Mokhali's microphone has just cut out again. Let's maybe just give it a minute. There we go. There he's back. Mr. Mokhali, can you hear us? Mr. Mokhali? Oh, Mr. Mokhali is now completely gone. Okay, he muted himself. Okay, just hold on.
Sibongi.
Mr. Mokhali?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I think you were just gone there for a minute again.
All right, but I can see Elena here, Bongi.
That's
something else. All right.
Okay. Right. Let's try Ntokozo again.
Okay, Ntokozo. Ntokozo, how?
Just hold on.
Hello.
Hello, Ntokozo. How are you, Ntokozo?
I'm well, and yourself?
Thank you. I'm convinced that you understood and you're going to give us 4 good examples. Do not think hard. You know these things.
Okay. So for the simile, he is as wealthy as Bill Gates.
Wow. Beautiful. Can you use simile using like?
Okay. Her personality is like a bubble in a bottle of champagne.
Wow. Beautiful examples. Girls seem to be getting these things easy. Okay, metaphor.
For metaphor, he is a Bill Gates. Like he's
He
rich.
is Bill Gates. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
For hyperbole.
Hyperbole. Don't think too deep. You know these things.
The teacher complained that she had hundreds of interruptions that day.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Onomatopoeia. Those things that's sounds. Yes, it sounds. You're talking.
The sky exploded with a crash, bang, and a hissing of fireworks.
Sounds here.
Hello? Hello?
I think Mr. Mokhali's microphone cut out again. Let's just give it a quick minute.
Do you have any example?
Right, there we go.
Personification, that's the last. Okay.
Personification. Autumn arrived in his coat of orange, red, and gold. Hello?
Mr. Mokhali, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear Ntokozo.
All right, and Ntokozo, just say again.
For the personification,
yes.
Autumn arrived in his coat of orange, red, and gold.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Anybody else? But it seems girls are the ones answering here. Very few boys.
All right, I'm going to try Tyrone again.
Okay, Tyrone.
Tyrone, Schroeder.
Right. So I have a simile. It's I feel like a fat man. And then for a metaphor, the world is a stage.
Okay.
And the hyperbole.
Yes.
Hyperbole, sorry. She's as old as the hills.
Yes.
And then personification, lightning danced across the sky.
Wow. Wow, beautiful. What about onomatopoeia? Anything that sounds maybe a glass breaking or something?
Oh, yes, I have that as well. At the top of Mount Everest, the flag flicked and flapped briskly.
Sorry, he's gone again. Just give it a quick minute, then you'll be back. Then you'll just need to repeat it.
Come in here.
His internet is going up and down the whole time. Mr. Moali, you can hear us? Mr. Moali?
Yes. Tyron?
All right, he's back. Tyron, go again.
All right. For the onomatopoeia, it's at the top of Mount Everest.
Sorry,
the flag.
he's now completely gone again. Just hold on.
I can hear him.
All right. Okay. Yes. All right. Go on, Tyron.
Oh, at the top of Mount Everest, the flag flicked and flapped briskly.
Mr. Mokhale?
Tyron? Oh no. Hey, what I'm doing now. Hello?
Hey, yes, you're back. Mr. Mokhale?
Yes. Internet is disappointing me and I'm in. Hello?
Yes, you're back. Sir, you've got about 3 minutes left. We need to finish off.
Yes. The last example?
I'm going to put Sasha on.
Okay. After Sasha, then we wrap up.
Yeah. If I can get Sasha. There, Sasha.
So an example of simile is he is as cunning as cunning as a fox.
Ooh, okay. Hello, Sasha.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you now. What are your examples? Hello.
So for simile.
Simile, yes.
He is as cunning as a fox.
Sasha, I'm going to mute you at this stage. I think we're going to go to the end of the session because there seems to be internet. Mr. Mokhale, I think we need to finish off at this stage. Mr. Mokhale, are you there?
Have a splendid weekend.